Okay, so I've come a long way on YouTube since that Dilophosaurus review, and now I know I haven't really ever explained here on the channel who I actually am, or I've never really given any brief history about me of some kind. I just kind of started my channel out of the blue without really ever properly introducing myself. Now today, it has been officially 2 years since I posted that video, and really just starting my channel. It's been a really fun ride, guys, and I thought since it is my 2-year anniversary, I should just give you guys the full, brief history of my whole entire channel. So, alright, on May 27th of 2019, I would upload my first video on this channel. You see, back in the day when I was younger, I wasn't really that big into dinosaurs. I mean, I was pretty big into them in my early life, like back when I was like 6 or 7, but up until I was like 10, I was just big into movies like the Pirates of the Caribbean film series. Now, I've always wanted to make videos and start my own platform since pretty much as long as I can remember. I first wanted to make Pirates of the Caribbean videos, such as reviews on the figures or even stop-motion shorts. Now, I actually back in the day made a few little short films and stuff on my DS. Yeah, I was pretty old school, but I wouldn't get back into the dinosaurs until I was around 10 years old when I first saw Jurassic Park. Now, why I didn't see this film earlier, let's just say I wasn't old enough just yet. Now, I wanted to make videos, I really did, but when you're 9 or 10 years old, you aren't really allowed on the internet, or for that matter, YouTube, until you're at least 13. Now, as a kid, I was homeschooled, so there really wasn't any point in me getting a phone until I was older, so I didn't really have a camera other than my DS, which the camera wasn't really all that good on it. Now, when I saw Jurassic Park for the first time, it got me back into dinosaurs. Now, the year that I saw it was around 2013 or 2014, so obviously that was around the year that Jurassic World came out, and of course, I wanted to go and see it. After seeing all the films, I of course wanted to buy some of the Jurassic World toys. Now, my birthday had just come by, and I got around 40 bucks to spend on pretty much whatever I wanted, as long as it wasn't drugs, by the way. Now, I would just like to mention, I loved sharks as a kid. I was absolutely obsessed with them, so I obviously spent a lot of my money on shark stuff, and I even had a vacation that year, and I bought a bunch of shark teeth and stuff. But one thing that caught my attention was in a Walmart catalog, of all things. The Hasbro Stomp and Strike Tyrannosaurus Rex. Yeah, I had to get it. I don't know why I wanted it so bad. I thought at the time it was the best T-Rex figure in the world, so yeah, I bought it. Yeah, I actually spent money on this thing. At the time, I didn't have the internet, so I didn't really know about other brands such as Kenner or even Papo, but when this figure finally came, I was more than pleased. Until the arm fell off. Yeah, the arm fell off the first day I got it. I actually felt like I killed it or something, when it was actually the fault of Hasbro's terrible quality. A few months later, I went to Walmart. Now at this point, it was near Christmas time, so most of the money was mainly being reserved for that. But I went to the toy aisle anyway because, I was a kid and because, why not? And they had a bunch of Hasbro figures, but one in particular caught my attention, and that was the Hasbro Growlers Dilophosaurus. Now, as a kid, the Allosaurus was my most favorite dinosaur, hands down. It still holds a special place in my heart, but all I wanted was a good Allosaurus figure at the time. Heck, even an Allosaurus and a Jurassic movie, which we did eventually get. But something about this Dilophosaurus figure caught my attention. I remembered it from the film. In fact, I remembered it from the Jurassic Park 3 arcade game I played at a pizza restaurant when I was around 6 years old, so obviously I wanted it. I don't know what it was, but something about this dinosaur just looked really cool. Now, as a kid, I didn't really get allowance or anything, so if I wanted something, I would have to wait until my birthday or Christmas. So what I did was, I did put it on my Christmas list, and sure enough, I got it along with some other Hasbro figures, such as the Indominus Rex, the Mosasaurus, and Velociraptor Charlie, which, by the way, was my most favorite raptor at the time, and still kinda is. And for the longest time, this was it. This was my Jurassic Park. These are the dinosaur toys I played with as a kid. Sure, I had other dinosaur figures, such as the cheap China ones, but these are the main figures I played with. The main one being the Growlers Dilophosaurus. I took this thing everywhere. I loved it. Now guys, don't judge. I thought these figures were great at the time, but as years went by, I slowly lost interest in dinosaurs again, and it had even been 3 years since Jurassic World had come out at that time, and even the 5th Pirates of the Caribbean movie had been released, so I was a little bit more interested in that. I was getting to be around 13 years old when I just really kind of lost interest in toys, and that was mainly due to me getting on the internet on my computer at that point. But once it hit 2018, the trailer for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom came out, and yeah, it didn't take very long until I was in the dinosaurs again. So a few weeks later, I went to Walmart and something caught my eye, and that was this mini Dilophosaurus figure by Mattel. Now this figure was only around $3 and I'd happened to have some spare change in my pocket, and I was stunned of how well made it was once I purchased it, and I did eventually get more of these minis, and I eventually even saw the main Jurassic World toy line, and I was also stunned of how much better they were compared to my old Hasbro figures. But I could never really get any of them in 2018 because they were a bit on the expensive side. I then went and finally saw Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and I was happy with it. I really liked the movie, and I do still say that Jurassic World was better, but overall, I thought Fallen Kingdom was a good sequel. My birthday then soon came around, and like with the Hasbro T-Rex, I used my birthday money to get a bunch of Mattel figures, such as the Mattel Tyrannosaurus and the Action Attack Carnotaurus, because something about those figures just looked really cool. I don't really know what it was. Now, 2018 was the year that I made my first good dinosaur video. Yeah, it was pretty bad, and it was in black and white, but, you know, at the time, I was pretty proud of it. This is the one video that sparked my interest for stop motion, and not only that, but for film. On my 14th birthday, I was presented with a phone, so I could finally make the videos that I've been wanting to for so long. Now for those past few months, I've been watching YouTubers such as Jurassic Collectibles, Andy's Dinosaur Reviews, and even Clayton Fireity, and these were the main people that inspired my videos that I make today. Later that year, I then decided to make a toy review on my Action Attack Carnotaurus figure, just for fun or as a joke. But when I was done with the video, I was actually really satisfied with it.
Hello, welcome to another Spitter Reviews. This review, we are going to be reviewing the Jurassic World Carnotaurus with Action Attack.
Gosh, was my voice squeaky, but hey, it was my first ever review, give me a break. So at that point, I would make even more reviews, but I would never really post them because I wanted to practice a little bit first. When 2019 rolled around, I wanted to get more Mattel figures to review, but there was one figure that really caught my attention, and that was the Attack Pack Dilophosaurus. I would search multiple stores, but I could never actually find it. By that point, stores were rolling out the new Dino Rivals stuff, and prices for this Dilophosaurus figure would skyrocket online, going up to like $80 or more. Obviously, I was very disappointed because at that point I had decided Dilophosaurus was my favorite dinosaur, and I couldn't even get a decent figure of it. Soon the month of May came around, and I had pretty much given up on getting this figure until one day my mom actually gave it to me as a gift. Yeah, she paid around like $50, not including shipping. So of course I was very excited, and I went and made a review on it right away. I had pretty much decided it was time for me to start my YouTube channel, and that it was time for me to finally upload a video after all this practicing. Now my channel was, at the time, titled something else. Spitter Productions. Yeah, pretty bad, I know. Obviously, if you're a big Jurassic Park fan, you would know that I named my channel after the Dilophosaurus. I would go on to do more reviews on figures as I would get them, and as I did these reviews, I honestly wanted to do something more. By that time, I had a vast knowledge about dinosaurs, and I wanted to educate people and make short little fact files or, educational videos about dinosaur discoveries. So, as you can already guess, I changed my channel name to The Dinosaur Discovery. I made a series of videos called History Behind Dinosaurs, where I would discuss, well, the history behind dinosaurs. The first video that I would do in this new series would be about none other than the Dilophosaurus, my favorite dinosaur. I would of course still be continuing my toy reviews, but for some reason, I still had Spitter reviews at the beginning of the videos. A few months later, I would try to incorporate both my interest in dinosaurs and my favorite film series, Pirates of the Caribbean. I would review a few figures from Pirates of the Caribbean, but my main thing was that of Toys of the Caribbean, a toy series that I had originally written and filmed in the early 2010s. I would upload around 10 episodes of this toy series, but nothing would really be as good as the first episode I uploaded. I would then come out with a new dinosaur series known as Species Profiles, which is a simpler version of History Behind Dinosaurs. I would then also, for the next few months, continue with these main video topics. but there was one thing I felt like was missing, and that was a fan base. Now, at this point in time, I didn't have Discord or Instagram, so I had really no way of talking with people outside of comment sections here on YouTube. I soon found a bunch of channels run by people my age, and I eventually would find a channel called Dinosaur. Yeah, you could probably already guess where this is going, but I met Brady, and in fact, I did meet everyone in the Dinoverse that day. Now, I've already explained what the Dinoverse is and what my affiliation was with this group here on the channel before, so if you're interested to know more about that, be sure to click the video on the top of the screen for more information on what the heck I'm actually talking about. Fast forward to now, I've come out with a bunch more videos, such as 3 seasons of another toy series I made called Paleoverse. I reached my first 1,000 views on a Mattel Toy Fair video. I would go on to reach over 30,000 views on my Primal video, to now reaching 1,000 subscribers. Guys, I've come a long way since that Dilophosaurus review. I know things have been crazy for everyone these past 2 years, but I just really want to say it's been a really fun ride. It's definitely had its bumpy roads, but overall, I've had a really fun time here on YouTube. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to end it here. That's pretty much it. Thank you if you made it this far. I hope you know a little bit more about me and my channel now. I do, in fact, have a lot of videos planned for this channel in the future, so stay tuned for that. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.